Good morning, friends. It's Monday and I just got out of bed. Probably had about 8.5 hours of sleep. Today I want to take you along with me to show you self-care habits and share some tips on how I improve my overall well-being. I've been working for about 4 days in a row now, really long shifts. I've been exhausted. Today I kind of have a day off. I will still work from home on other projects. So I just woke up. My hair is a bit of a mess. I'm going to show you different things I do throughout the day to just make me feel better. Once I get out of bed, I go to the bathroom, do my thing, and I start my morning routine. Part of self-care for me is just taking care of my appearance. And when I take care of my appearance, I feel good throughout the day. So I'm going to do my skincare routine, do my hair, put on a nice outfit, and that will help me feel good for the rest of the day. I think a self-care habit that's really important, especially first thing in the morning, is to take care of your mind. What you expose yourself to first thing in the morning can really set off the way you feel throughout the day. So I haven't even checked my phone. I try not to check my phone the first hour of my morning, and I'll do other things that help me take care of my mind. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my espresso machine, and while that warms up, I'm gonna meditate and I'm gonna do some journaling. So those are some of my self-care habits that I have in the morning to start off my day. I'm gonna go ahead and have a light breakfast of Greek yogurt and fruit, and then I'm gonna finally check my phone and start working for the day, and I will be back later with a few more self-care habits that I do throughout the day. finished working for a couple of hours. I made some lunch and I ran a couple of errands with my husband. The next self-care habit I want to talk about is listening to your body throughout the day. So for example, how you eat. My body doesn't really crave a lot of food in the morning, so I keep it nice and light. I just do my Greek yogurt, my fruit, a little bit of oats here and there. And for lunch, I crave a little bit more, so I do something a little more filling. I'll have a little protein here, a little carbs, and of course some vegetables. And those are the things that my body craves throughout the day. On top of that, it's really important to keep yourself hydrated. So I have my handy little bottle here that I got for Christmas last year, and I probably go through about 2 or 3 full bottles of those throughout the day, depending on how physically demanding the day is. But I always listen to when my body is craving water, and I make sure that I just have this with me all throughout the day. Now, as far as like moving your body, that is super important to move your body every day, no matter how little time you have. At least move your legs, you know, go outside, go for a walk. But my thing is, today I'm listening to my body, and I know that my hips have been hurting. So I work full-time in a retail space, so I move my body a lot, I lift things, and I'm standing all day. And the last couple of days I've worked 4 days in a row, you know, long shifts. Like, I noticed my hips started to hurt, and I did have a problem with my pelvis rotating a few months ago, and I really don't want that happening again. So I'm actually gonna go to the gym next. And you know, it's funny, I'm not really a morning gym person for some reason. I just don't like going to the gym in the morning. I'm more of an afternoon person. Like, I like going to the gym like a few hours after lunch. So I'm gonna go to the gym, do some exercises that will help me move my hips, move my legs, and hopefully, you know, prevent the discomfort from getting worse. Just finished going to the gym, did some running. I did a bunch of squat type workouts, and I noticed whenever I do that, I don't tend to have discomfort in my hips. So it's a little bit difficult today because it's really hot, and I just feel really tired now. So I'm gonna go back upstairs, take a shower, and then on to the next thing. All right, friends, so I just got out of the shower, and at this point of the day, I don't really care what I look like or what I'm wearing because I'm not going anywhere, so that's that. Next thing, I'm probably just gonna get ready for dinner and then just wind down for the evening. But one of the self-care habits that I try to implement throughout the day, especially when I have a day like this where it's a little bit more relaxed and there's not really a set schedule and I'm just home most of the day, I try to carve out half an hour, maybe an hour, just doing something that I enjoy, like something that's not necessarily productive in any way. So for me, that's either catching up on some reading, doing a hobby, doing some gardening. So I'm actually gonna read this book called The Untethered Soul. And it's a really good book. I actually heard about this book like many years ago through a friend, but I finally got around to checking it out. I got it for my birthday a few months ago, and it actually came in at the right time because lately, especially this past year, I've been dealing with a lot of negative thoughts, you know, negative emotions, you know, like frustration and stress, and I've been trying to figure out how to deal with it, and this book here actually explains it really well. And just finished a chapter about letting go, you know, opening your heart space and just seeing experiences, letting it pass you by and just not holding on to it, not storing up that energy inside you. So I'm still trying to understand how that works. I am starting to get it. You know, whenever I have a negative thought, I just let that thought pass me by and I just move on to something else, focus on something else, or, you know, practice just being present whenever these things happen. So I'm gonna read this book, highly recommend it so far, and I'm pretty sure I'll do a book review once I'm done with that. Friends, wrapping up the evening, just had dinner, cleaned up the kitchen, and I also just did my evening skincare routine. And I'm going to end this video with the last self-care habit that I do, which is having some quiet time an hour before bed. This is a chance for me to just really take care of my mind and set myself up for a good night's rest. So what I do is I journal. I'll write about my favorite part of the day. I'll reflect on how the day went. And also I start planning my next day. So I'm not thinking about it before I go to bed. I write out my priorities, my to-do list. I do all of that before I go to bed. So that way it's out of my mind and I set myself up for a good morning knowing what I need to do. So on top of that, I am gonna put my phone away. I usually put my phone away an hour before bed, and I just spend some time reflecting, just having some quiet time. I think having quiet time is so important before bed, and you know, it's all about taking care of your mind. You know, the most important self-care habit you could do is to do things that take care of your mind, because our mind does everything for us. You know, like we think, and because of the way we think, we feel. The way we feel, then we think, and it's kind of like this endless cycle. So just taking care of mind, what goes in, we just have to be super aware of what we expose ourselves to, especially before bed. Anyway, thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Have a great week. Bye-bye.